Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? I am doing pretty well. It is a beautiful day here, 80 degrees. When I got up this morning, it was in the wee 40s. It was like 42 degrees. It was chilly, but it's warmed up so nicely. It's such a beautiful day. But it's going to be hot. It's going to get into the 90s this week. Can you believe it? It's not even spring yet, and we're already in 90-degree weather. I think by Friday it's going to be like 91 or 92. Oh, Lord help us. It's going to be a hot, hot summer. I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. I didn't get to talk to y'all yesterday. I've been really, really busy, but that's a good thing. I'm glad I'm busy. But what I wanted to do today was take a look at the muskrat. I wanted to go into his energy and see what was going on with him because a lot of things are happening with his stock. His stock is going down. His mama's crying online. All kinds of things. People are setting cyber trucks on fire. I mean, I don't understand. If you set that on fire, he's just going to collect the insurance. It ain't going to hurt him a bit. So people, stop doing that. Stop doing that. That ain't helping nothing. Four cyber trucks went up in flames in Seattle, and then in another country, and I think in Germany, the whole fleet of Teslas went up, and now they're attacking X. X has been going down. So I tried to get on X this morning really, really early, and it was down. Now I don't know why, and I don't know if it's reported or not, but it was completely down. I could not log on to X. So I don't know what's going on, X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Now he's saying that it's from outside the country, that it's Ukraine. Yeah, it's Ukraine doing it. Ukraine's got, they're fighting Russia, but they got time to fool around with Twitter. You know, it's I'm sure it's some hacker that's taking it down. More power to him, though. I hope they take it right down. And then Elon's Musk mommy, she is just furious at Democrats because they are so mean to her son. She said they are mean and nasty to her son. And Elon's a genius. I was reading that her father was a Nazi sympathizer, and they moved to Canada, and then he was arrested for participating in some illegal organization. And so then they moved to South Africa, where he supported apartheid. So, yeah, all in the family. It's all in the family. So when I went into Elon Musk energy, this is how he's feeling, what he's all about, what's going on in his mind. He actually thinks he's the gift to the world. So when everybody's calling him a genius, he believes it. He believes in himself. And I always get these pictures, and what I'm being shown is that he puts on this body armor. He's protecting himself. He puts on this body armor, and then he gets into his cyber truck and starts driving. So nobody can hurt him. I think they're bulletproof, those cyber trucks and everything. So he just he protects himself. He puts a shield around himself. And I think this shield is something, it's more emotional and mental, that he does. It's not something really that he does, but in his mind, he, I guess, has to have a thick skin. But he is a visionary. He dreams things up, and then he finds really smart people that are geniuses to make his visions a reality. So, he thinks up all kinds of really cool things, and I'm being shown that he wants to make a flying car. I've never heard this anywhere. I don't know if y'all have heard it anywhere. I've never heard that, but that's what I'm being shown. And also a car that submerges under the water, not just a boat that floats, but one that actually, almost like a submarine, I guess, it submerges in the water. Um, he's got very high energy, okay? He's very exciting and innovative. So I'm sure that if you're around him and he's talking high energy, it can be intoxicating, all that energy. And it could be used for such good purposes. It can, for the good of mankind, for the good of everybody. And I believe that was the plan when he came here to this world, that it was to be used for good. But he's gotten off the track because of his ego. His ego has taken over, and he's only concerned about what makes him feel good. Now, he is not capable of being empathetic. So the only thing he can feel is what makes him feel good, because he doesn't understand he doesn't take social clues, cues, social cues. And he just, he doesn't understand what other people feel, it's different from him. He doesn't get that. And I have read that he might have Asperger's syndrome, and I believe that that is true. When he looks in the mirror, it's like he can't really see himself. It's weird. It's like, and I'm being shown, it's almost like the light is so bright. My light is so bright that I can't see myself because I'm such a genius. I'm all that in a bag of chips, you know what I mean? So when he looks in the mirror, he can't even see who he is, because he's projecting what he wants everybody to think he is, so that he believes that himself. So that's one way to manifest everything that you want. So, look at it like that. He's manifesting what he wants through believing, not what we see, but what he sees. So that is something to think about. But there's something missing inside him, as I stated, because I think it's Asperger's syndrome. And he has no idea how to be empathetic with another human being. And he really just doesn't get why everybody's so upset. He doesn't get it, he thinks everything's going to be okay. This is a short-term thing. So what if you lost your job? You can go find another one. He doesn't get it. Hello, I have a mortgage to pay. I have, children to feed. I have responsibilities. I have credit card bills. I have to pay my electricity. He doesn't get it. He's merciless, and he'll blindly hurt anyone that's in his path. But he does like adulation and attention, because, it's like, I can only feel certain things. If I can only feel adulation, if I can only feel excitement and adulation, that's all I can feel, then I want more of that. And he just doesn't even, think about how other people feel, because he can't feel it. He just does not feel it. It's so weird, but that's the truth. And I just want y'all to know that we are going to have to put up with him a little bit longer. That's what I'm seeing. He thinks that this is just a rough period that we're going through, That's the way he looks at it. We're just going to go through a rough period. Things are going to get better. But he's going to start listening to advice that he's getting, because his stock is, going down and people are hating him. And there's people advising him and talking to him, telling him to cool off and calm down. And he's taking that advice. He is. Not because he's fearful, but they're telling him, look, you're making people fearful. You're hurting people and families, and, people are hating you because of that. I mean, he can see that, but he's getting some advice, and he's going to act a little more balanced. Now, that doesn't mean he's going to stop what he's doing, but we may see that he's not as smart alecky as he usually is. So we'll see that being pulled back a little bit. That's good, but it's not enough. Because, he's not fooling anybody. He's not fooling me. He's not fooling y'all. We know, that he's just going to decimate the whole United States and the government and all. We've seen him do it. He's going to continue doing that. So we're going to have to, like I said, I feel like we're going to have to still put up with him for a little while. And he's hoping that his stock will rise and that he'll be able to sell more Teslas. And I just saw a report that he said that within 2 years, he's going to increase the production of Teslas, that he's going to be selling more Teslas because he has faith in America. He has faith in America. He doesn't even understand his own words. He has faith in America? Really? But America don't have faith in you. And we didn't elect you to do anything. So he just does not get it at all. He thinks we're going to buy his Teslas. He really thinks that. He thinks we're going to forget that he decimated our government and our country and that we're going to just buy from him. It's not going to happen. So he's still going to be at Donald Trump's side for a while. And I think this is for the next few months at least. So I know we're hoping something's going to happen in March. That doesn't mean something isn't going to happen here in March. It's just that maybe it's not enough to get rid of Elon. It's going to take him losing a lot more money to have a come to Jesus moment. And I feel like that's what it's going to take. It's going to take him losing really big money. Now, I know they said he's already lost billions, but it's not enough to get his attention. You know what I mean? Not enough to say, I need to stop what I'm doing before, I'm not the richest man in the world anymore. So he wants to be the richest man in the world. And when it comes to that point that he may not be the richest man in the world, that's when we'll see him stepping back. Okay, so nobody buys Teslas. Everybody, I know y'all aren't going to buy them anyway. Preaching to the choir here, but anyway, that's what I see with the muskrat. That's the energy that I'm getting with him. So I want to tell y'all a story. We went to Home Depot today. My husband, we're having that fire festival for the Iranian Fire Festival. We're getting ready for that. Oh, and our anniversary is this Friday. We're going to be married 45 years, y'all. 45 years. I told him, if you can hold out for 5 more years, we'll be on our 50th year. But anyway, we went to go get some flowers because he's sprucing up the deck and putting flowers. He keeps buying more and more flowers, and he even told me, I don't even know where I'm going to put these. I'm like, why did you buy them? But when he went to go pay for them, I mean, flowers are so expensive. Everything is so inflated. The price of gasoline has gone down, 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 but at the pumps, they have not gone down. Not where we live. They're not gone down a penny, and oil is way, way down. It makes no sense. It's annoying. It's so annoying. Anyway, he said to the checkout lady, everything, these flowers are so expensive. Everything's so expensive. And this lady says, well, we're going through a few bumps in the road before America's going to be great again. I looked at my husband and I honestly said this. I go, what the fuck did she just say? Oh my God. These MAGA people, they believe it. They believe that we should, oh my God, they'll give up their lives for Donald Trump. They're going to give up their savings, their 401k. Come on, what is going to take for them to wake up? What is it going to take for them to wake up? I couldn't believe it. I could not believe she was saying that. I know there's a bunch of people out there that still believe in Donald Trump, and it's a shame that they have to lose everything before they, wake up. Wake up, people. But it's going to be okay. It is going to be okay. It really is. We're going to get through all this. And, I know it feels like a nightmare. It really, really does. But y'all try not to watch too much news. And, what can you do but just send love and light to other people? That's what we do. So how we interact with each other, with family members, with friends, with neighbors, and all that, that goes out into the universe. So we're just going to love our neighbors, um, lift everybody up, be kind and loving, and hope that, MAGA comes to their senses sooner or later. We're just holding on for the ride until MAGA gets it, which hopefully won't be too much longer, I hope. Anyway, all right, guys. Oh, I wanted to say one thing. Thank you, Carol, for your donation. I appreciate it. I looked for an email address and I couldn't find it to say thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. God bless you. And God bless all of you guys too. Have a wonderful evening. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. If you'd like to get a reading with me, look down below. There's my email. Um, a healing session or whatever you need, let me know. Okay? Take care. Love y'all. Talk to you again soon. Bye for now.